Well, I think that there's a lot of good things happening here, and we know more about what we're getting into. Last year, it was, the first event was all new. From everything from filling out a lineup sheet to getting them out on the court and playing. So this year we've got a much better handle on things. Our staff is deeper. We've got 16 players out training, which is deeper. We only graduated one player, but we added a couple good kids. Marissa Duran, Cassie House is back. Carson Helborn's been a big plus. Should be playing in the 5 spot, but really does a great job out here. And so our depth is much greater. Our size is much greater. We have a blocker on every team. Last year we only had maybe 3 blockers in the whole program. This year every one of our positions has somebody who can block as well, and so we're able to do more with defense. It's just a better game we're playing, and having a year under our belt, I think we're ready, and I think that we're much more excited for this first event.
Coach, talk to me about this schedule. There's so many more teams you guys are playing, and it is kind of regionally too. Everyone's picking it up. So.
It is, and we actually are including some teams. New Mexico State's coming up for scrimmage, or they're playing in our tournament, but for them it'll be exhibition. But it's providing us an opportunity to really bring more programs out. And we talked about it this year at the Mountain West Conference meetings about new schools and how do we get to 6. So our conference, you have to have 6 to be a conference and have a postseason tournament and all that. And hopefully an automatic bid. And we talked about some of those options, the schools that are interested, and just what's happening. And there's a lot going on, and it's growing fast. 3 years ago when it started, it was an emerging sport, and 3 years later they're having their first NCAA championship, and it's not even on the emerging sport list anymore. It's a really good thing, and we're now at the point here where we can offer some scholarships. We've been playing on almost nothing up till now, and the school's starting to invest a little more. We've got a great facility here at Lucky 66. I mean, they have just made it incredible. You look around, it's as good a training facility as you could want, and so we feel really fortunate. We feel like we have everything we need, and we played the first year just a week of exhibition. And then last year we played a shortened schedule. We played 14 matches, but now this year we have 27, and 10 of them are against nationally ranked teams, and another 5 or 6 are against teams that are an honorable mention in the first I Dig Volleyball poll, which is the magazine for beach volleyball, and so it's kind of crazy, but like Julia said, I think we have more experience. We're deeper. We know what to expect, and last year we felt like from the start of the year to the end of the year, we really closed the gap with some good teams, and now we feel like we're ready to go in and maybe expect to win against some of these better teams. I think this is we're trying to create a culture in the sand where it's a team sport, but there are a lot of, like tennis, a lot of individual things about it, and that's the closest thing I can compare it to. But the nice thing is, because of the way the scores work and stuff, it also allows you to have that culture of team, and I think that's helping our indoor team as well. I think it's really created a different culture in the last year. We've seen a huge change in our kids and the respect they have for each other and their abilities, because they see them out here and they're going one-on-one, and it's just you, and you and your partner, and so I really like what it's done for us. I like what it's done for our program. Our kids are, I think, stronger mentally than they have been in a long time.
We know, what the tournaments and the games are going to entail this year, so I don't think we're going in blinded this year. So I think there's a lot of matches and games that we can win, and I think we're looking to have a really, really good season with a lot of wins under our belt this year.
UNM gets to be kind of like the trendsetter, and then a bunch of teams are following. What does that mean that you guys got to be kind of like the trendsetter?
Well, I think Albuquerque, New Mexico as a general is a volleyball state, and so, so many people play sand volleyball in this state that I think it was just a matter of time that we did get a sand volleyball team. So, I think a lot of other programs are looking to us kind of like as a framework to model their programs after, and I think, Jeff and all the coaching staff has done a great job. So, I think it's an only growing sport that's only going to get better. So I think all of our teams are really balanced this year, and so I think in a lot of the spots that we struggled last year, we're going to be able to compete with it this year. So I think we're all really excited to get started.